Hi guys, welcome back to the Humble Gamer channel. I am the Humble Gamer and this is some more of my Steam Summer Festival of Steam Festival. Summerfest. And we are on the Dolbadarn Lake Railway. It is a Steam Workshop route and you can find it in the link down below. It's quite an extensive network by the looks of things. And it's definitely, I think it was this one that said the distance you actually travel in a line is about a mile. Or maybe a few miles, but it takes you around about 17 miles to do, which is 13 miles to Dravaldwyn. You said pronouncing it horribly because I don't pronounce Welsh names very well. But this is the town of Dolbadarn, and there is the lake, and here is the light railway. And obviously there is the British Railways connection. Very heavily based, I think, on the Festiniog line. And obviously we are driving Prince, who is of course from the Festiniog line, from Steve Pontin and his collaborators. So let's get going. Shall we? Hold on, narrow gauge engine. Nearly made the same mistake I did before. Not what I want to do. So here we are, we're leaving Dolbadarn or Dolbadarn, however it's pronounced. And we are heading up towards Dravaldwyn, which I think I'm pronouncing at least semi-right. The scenery already is gorgeous. I'll tell you that for nothing. The scenery is already absolutely gorgeous, as I'm sure you can already see. But it is lovely. There will be some more narrow gauge routes coming in this festival. There's lots of stuff I want to get out there. Might have even had extra videos on certain days because there's a lot of routes I want to pump out there and lots of stuff. Obviously you'll be seeing stuff throughout the year as well, but this is a specific time on my channel. So we're going through the town. This is nice. This is very, very nice, reminiscent of the Festiniog Railway. Let's make sure we don't come off the track with Prince. Yes, very reminiscent of the run into by now Festiniog. You even get a passenger view in the Tallyclin. That's the thing, the rolling stock is Tallyclin Railway. You can probably guess why I've got Prince and Tallyclin coaches already set up, given that I'm building an Island of Sodor route. It's Duke and the Scarlowy Railway carriages, isn't it? But yeah, so this is it's gonna take us about an hour to get this done, but we're gonna get it done and we're gonna have a lot of fun doing it, aren't we? No, we are. It's gonna be a lot of fun, I think. Particularly looking at the route on the map, I think there's gonna be a lot of a bowstring bridge. Very nice, very GWR. So we've basically gone 180 because we started over there by the dock. So I might as well show you from here. We started over there by the dock and we're now... Oh, this is lovely. Lovely, what a way to start. What a way to start. And I think we're going to hug the shores of the lake for quite a while. I imagine at some point we're going to climb. We will be stopping at stations, not for very long, but we will be stopping, so... As we go, immediately I said we start to climb, and we have started to climb. But then these little locomotives are designed for this, so... Yeah, roughly 13 miles away, but obviously at the speed we can travel. Oh, there's some Corris Railway stuff, I recognise that asset, I've used those. These blocks. Good use of them though. this is lovely already. This is a lovely little railway. I do like narrow gauge routes. I do like narrow gauge routes. This much is very, very true. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous. Lovely use of assets. Well, I'm done. I'm done. Forget the commentary, I'm just going to enjoy the scenery. So there are other stations we'll come to. Oh, they're all Welsh names and I'm going to offend people because I can't pronounce them. Ah, Hiker's Halt, that one I can pronounce. Hilltop Castle. Lakeside, I'm going, it's giving me in brackets. Llewellyn's Cove, I can pronounce that one. And then Dravaldwyn, and I can reasonably well pronounce Dravaldwyn as well. Oh, I think this used to be a station as well. What a lovely little route this is already. Oh, this is a new favourite. This is a new favourite. This route already. We're only 7 minutes in. This is a big new favourite. Oh, this route has no right to be this good. Okay, already check it out in the description below. Particularly if you do enjoy your narrow gauge routes. This is a good one. I'm gonna take a punt here because the Titan railway coach is only open on the left-hand side. I'm going to just assume that because I've picked this particular train on this particular route, all the platforms are on the right-hand side. Now it says I have to slow to 10 mph. I'm not sure why, but I'm going to because I don't want to crash. Then release. Wonder why I have to slow to 10 mph. Am I crossing a road? I see nothing as yet that requires the drop to 10 mph, but I'm trusting that the route developer knows what they're talking about. Must just be a very tight curve, I think, yeah. Two different whistles on spacebar and B. Sort of becoming a mantra. Yes, it's just a very, very tight curve. Fourth. What a route. This is lovely. This is absolutely lovely. Oh, and we're passing over the main road of... I apologise to any Welsh speakers for what I'm about to do. I'm going to try and pronounce this name down here. Right, what I know of Welsh, it'll be Bode, Llwyddan, Bodlwyddan? Bodlwyddan. I'm going to go with that, Bodlwyddan. It's probably very, very wrong and I apologise for it, but that's what I'm going with. Oh, but this is gorgeous! Look at this! Brilliant! You would take a photo, wouldn't you? Or are you videoing? But you would, wouldn't you? Oh, imagine living here, having this come past your house every now and then. I'd buy the house. And yet some more tight curves. We come into Bodlwyddan. Bodlwyddan? No, not L, it's an L. Bodlwyddan. I'm going to stop saying it because I will offend somebody, because I'm going to be pronouncing it wrong. And of course, guess what? Station's on the right hand side. So no one can get in. That's fine, we'll pause and have a look. And yes, it does follow the shores of the lake. Oh, looking ahead, there's some lovely stuff coming up, I'm sure there is. That's where we started, by the way. There. We've come along all the way along there. And then snaked our way through the town. This is... I'm just going to take it as read. Every part of this route is gorgeous and I'll hear nothing negative about it, ever. Yeah. All the doors open on this side. Bugger. Ah, well, never mind. We can pause and the passengers can get on at some point. Oh, excuse me, I apologise. So, goodbye to B-Town. That's what I'm calling it, just so I don't offend any more Welsh people. It's bad enough that Englishman is trying to pronounce their Welsh names. It's worse that I will do it badly and repeatedly, so I'm going to stop. And I apologise, genuinely I apologise to any Welsh speakers, because I have many Welsh-speaking friends. I went to university in Wales, but I'm crap at pronouncing Welsh place names correctly. I can pronounce them very well in an English way. That'd be Bodwydden. But that's not correct. Oh, this route's good. This route is good. I think if ever I need a narrow gauge testing route, it was the Corris Railway. That's out of it now. It's going to be this. This is going to be my narrow gauge testing route. Oh, this is lovely. Lovely, the amount of detail. But you have to put more detail in. You have to put more detail in the amount of trees as well. But you have to put so much more detail into narrow gauge railways because they do come that close. For any route or railway that goes through suburban areas of towns and cities, you have to put that extra bit of detail in. Remember when I was building the Mid-Sodor Railway, I made a point of putting extra detailing into that one. Have I shown you the Mid-Sodor? Yes, I have shown you the Mid-Sodor Railway. I did it in 2 parts. Once again, clinging to the lakeside. This is just beautiful. I want to go there. I want to go there in real life. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, this is not to do with the route. This is just to do with the time of night, which is it's 8:10 to 1. It's early for me. This is so gorgeous. So gorgeous. I've still got to do scenery for the Scarlowy Railway, and that has a lakeside section. I'm going to have to take inspiration from this because this is just so beautiful. However, now we seem to be leaving the lake behind, so goodbye lake with my double whistling, and hello hillside and Welsh valleys. I presume at some point we will climb. We're all doing 1 in 150. Oh, this is just so gorgeous. It's lovely. But I feel like sitting in the cab while you get a good view, you're actually missing some of it. But no, we'll do the driver's eye view for much of this, I think. Because I mean, for a start, there's too much greenery. You can't see anything once you get past once you get away, because it's all covered by the lush, verdant wildlife. Ooh, oh, look at that. Oh, that's really well done. That's really well done. This is why I don't call myself a route builder. I built Sodor for me, and you guys happen to enjoy it. But I never built it for anyone to see. And this is why, because that's beautiful. Oh, for shame, Humble. You can't build routes. For shame. This is just astonishing. Please do go and check this out and give it some love on the Steam Workshop. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Wonderful route. 10 out of 10. Would download again. We've still got 10 miles to go. This is just so gorgeous. Wonderful detailing. Perfectly captures the essence of where it's trying to be. Stunning. Stunning. That's what this is. Stunning. This is one of the most beautiful routes I've driven on TrainSim as a whole, not just on the workshop. This is one of the most beautiful routes I've driven, bar none. Bar none. I suspect it's only going to get better. Oh, I just mean, look at it. Just look at it. Oh, this is gorgeous. Oh, excuse me. It is absolutely gorgeous. So we're now in this section, and then we've got so much more to come in the next 9.5 miles. 9.5 miles. It's still going to take us over, well, 35 minutes. So it's about half an hour to do 9 miles, but it is going to be worth it. That much I can guarantee you already. It's going to be worth it. This is such a wonderful job. I am enjoying this route far too much, but it's gorgeous. It just is. Lovely. So glad I downloaded it. So glad I downloaded it. Yeah, definitely. I think this is going to be a narrow gauge tester. I think there are some more narrow gauge locomotives I want to get off. UK TrainSim. But at the moment I can't afford even a month's worth of premium download thanks to COVID. I know it's only £2, but I just can't really justify it at the moment. Maybe on my next paycheck, but there are some new narrow gauge locomotives that I want to use, that I really want to use on Sodor. And they will definitely be getting tested out on this route. Oh, and now we've got a perfect farm as well. You know what? You know what? It's just ridiculous. It's too good. This route has no right to be this good. They've put some serious work into this. Oh. And the way they've got the lofts to properly line up with the track, and it's such close proximity. I struggle with lofts. For those of you that aren't route builders, lofts are the anything that is not track, that is a wall or a hedgerow that you can drag and click and drag. So this wall here will have been a loft, but it's lined up perfectly with this, which is lined up perfectly with the scenery. It's too good. It's too good, and I'm actually angry about it. I'm also in awe, but there's a little bit that's really angry about it. Because now I have to strive for this when I do my Sodor route, otherwise I'm never going to show it to you. Because it will never be as good as the workshop routes, and there's no point in me showing you stuff that isn't as good as the workshop routes. Otherwise, why am I building it for you? I suppose ultimately I'm not building it for you, I'm building it for me. There are some milk bottles, so there are some assets I don't have. This is lovely. I can't get over this. I wasn't expecting this level of beauty. It's a narrow gauge line. I always up my expectations of narrow gauge lines because because of what they are, they require you to get into the nitty gritty with the scenery. But this is something else. This really is something else. It's gorgeous. I know that my videos I know that I've checked the analytics. On a 15-minute video I'll average about 2.5 minutes of view. Please stick around and watch every part of this, because I don't think it's going to be worth looking away. I think you'll miss something. Please don't skip forward in this video, not for me, not for my numbers, but for the route, because I think it deserves it. Anyway, we're coming into Hiker's Halt now. our second station. Hello, Harry Potter theme again. Where actually is this halt then? Oh, I see it, I see it. Once again, it's on the right-hand side. So, and here are some hikers. Oh, even this is lovely. A lovely use of a pre-made asset. I am ashamed to call myself a route builder having played this now. It's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. In fact, if I wasn't building my own Sodor route and I wanted to do Thomas the Tank Engine videos, I'd cheat and say this was the Sodor. This was Sodor. That's how good this is. Obviously me, you know, great route aficionado. Known throughout the train simming community. Not. I'm a 90s kid, not as cool. So after Hiker's Halt, we're now going into the really twisty mountainy bits, so Hilltop Castle and a water stop. How am I doing for water? I'm doing alright actually. I might take advantage of the water stop. Possibly, but 200 gallons, what's it telling me? Well, tender water level 200 gallons. I don't think I need to stop at the moment, but I don't know what I'm coming up to. Oh, there it is, water stop in half a mile. Yeah, I don't need a refuelling point, I don't think. Is there another one at any point on the route? There doesn't actually appear to be, but never mind. I reckon I can get to Dravaldwyn. Oh, look at this. It's unreal. Absolutely unreal. The painting. I suspect this guy, or girl, the developer, the route developer, I suspect that they actually work for a professional company, a professional developer for TrainSim, maybe even Dovetail Games, and this is in their spare time, because this is gorgeous, and if they don't, they should. If I am wrong and they don't work for a development company, they absolutely should do, because this is the kind of add-on that I would happily pay for. It's stunning. It's absolutely stunning. This is better than some proprietary routes, actually, in my opinion. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I was going to write an article for Railway Modeller magazine, because they do accept sent-in articles. Oh, look at it. I was going to explain why this is the new railway modelling. I don't need to stop for water, I don't think. Once again, the platform is on the right-hand side, so trespassing at danger denied. Why? There's nothing else on the track, it's only me, so... Well, I went through anyway. And this is Hilltop with a picnic area. These are all things I've tried to do, but they've done it so much better than me. That makes me angry. I mean, my anger is meant as a compliment. It should be pointed out that my anger is meant as a compliment, because I wish I could do anywhere near as good a job as this route developer has done. This is stunning. Absolutely stunning. Honestly, if anyone from Dovetail Games is watching and they want to do a narrow gauge route, for example, the Romney Hive and Dymchurch route, I'd pay for that. Proper 15-inch gauge with all the locomotives, I'd pay for that. Just putting it out there. But yeah, get the person that did this to do it. Because this is gorgeous. There's no two ways about it. This is actually gorgeous. And in half a mile we'll be stopping at Castle. Well, I'm guessing This is the castle in question, just here. Oh, this route is too good. I'm actually mad at the route now. Okay, a bit of detail lacking here, but that doesn't matter. You wouldn't see much from up here anyway. In fact, you can't see much from up here anyway. But it's just, this is... Tell you what this reminds me of, actually. When I used to go on holiday, and it's not even Wales, when I used to go on holiday, we used to go to Devon, and they had a ride-on railway, a garden railway type thing. Whole complex of them. And this reminds me a little bit of the route they had there. We're talking, you know, like I said, gauge 1, gauge 2 size, I think, but live steam. But it was just, but it reminds me a lot of this. But was it gauge 1 or was it proper narrow gauge? I can't remember. But it was the feel of the woodland and of the route itself reminds me a lot of that. I'm getting a lot of nostalgic vibes to that. Oh, excuse me again. Oh, that'll be 1:05 in the morning. 6 miles to go, but so much track to cover in that 6 miles. So much scenery to cover. Now, which side of the track is the castle station on? Because I think the castle is on my left. Castle. No, it's on my right, as is the station, so... Ooh! And as someone who works at one, that is a gorgeous castle. That is absolutely... Oh, we're right underneath it as well. Oh, come on. How can you be this good? It's an amalgam of... No, it's not an amalgam. That's just... It's just one of the castles. But and we go off up there, clearly. But... Oh, come on. Stop being good. This isn't fair. This isn't fair. Actually hurting a little bit now how much better this route is than anything I could ever possibly do. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. Right, so after Castle there's not a stop for a while now until we get to Lakeside or Llynnoeth? Llynnoeth? I'm pretty confident about that one. Llynnoeth. Look at me, an Englishman, being confident about a Welsh pronunciation. But I am pretty sure that's Llynnoeth. I'll take it either way. Now this is definitely Welsh narrow gauge territory here. None of this Devon nonsense I've been spouting. But, oh, it's too good. It's too good. This should not be free on the Steam Workshop. This should be something you can buy on a CD. It's up there with the Tallyllyn and the Festiniog Railway that Steve Pontin did. In my opinion, that's where it is for me. Oh. It's brilliant. It's well done, route developer. And I won't stop gushing about it. There's no way I'm going to stop gushing about it. Going on a slight descent now as we track our way. Is that a river? Of course it's a river. That we no doubt will meet at some point. Also, it's similar in the close feeling. It's similar to the George to Coincheanainn South African route, proprietary again. Oh, no, that's not strictly narrow gauge, that's metre gauge, but still, I think it's metre gauge. Is it metre gauge? Correct me in the comments. I need to know that for a specific reason, we'll come to that later, but yeah, it's to do with Sodor. I had another idea for a modeller's licence bit of railway. But So yeah, it's got that sort of close feeling, but it's definitely Welsh, this. I mean, look at this. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. This whole festival was worth doing if it just meant that I discovered this route on the Steam Workshop. In fact, every Steam Workshop video has made this is worth it to get to this route. The amount of times I've looked at a route, not that I've played for you guys, but I've looked at a route on the Steam Workshop and been disappointed that I couldn't play it because I've been missing some download or something, some important part for it. That's a disappointing lack of connection there, but well, I'm actually quite relieved about that. It proves that the developer is human. But no, every time I'm disappointed going, oh, I don't have that piece of DLC, I don't have that part of the that piece of the DLC, I can't run that route. This makes up for it. Because this is just brilliant. Gorgeous. Now getting quite close to Llnoeth. Llnoeth. Not th. Get your pronunciations at least somewhere right. Then Llywelyn's Cove. And then Dravaldwyn. Dravaldwyn. Drev, 1F. The. Remember that line in the Emlyn Williams play you did? I never heard of no V's, miss. Because they don't have one in the Welsh alphabet. So pronounce it right, you English fool. This is a wonderful route. Deregulator a bit of a rest. Not that we've struggled. But the fireman's even added any water at any point, has he? It's slow because it's saying 15 mph, and I think there's quite a tight curve coming up. Not that this isn't a tight curve, but I think there's one that's even tighter coming up. Yes, that looks like a very tight curve. Wonder why you've got two-tone whistle on the space and that whistle on the B. I wonder why. So I'm jiggling. My leg keeps jiggling whenever I do some recording these days. I don't know why. Not like medically jiggling. It's just like its natural resting state is my legs to jiggle. Sorry if I seem like I'm going boo 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 boo. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. I'm just trying to distract myself now from how good this route is. But it is lovely. Right, 4.5 miles to Dravaldwyn. And we're going to come into sight of a lake again soon. Another lake, possibly. Maybe it's the same lake. I don't know. But whichever lake it is, it'll be bloody gorgeous and I'll be angry about it. Oh, it's so frustrating. But wonderful at the same time. It is genuinely, this has been a joy, this route. It's been an absolute joy. Very glad I got to share it with you guys. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me indeed. Some of you, like, when I say I get to share these things with you guys, I'm doing this series to sort of, while I don't always do strictly Steam Workshop routes, like for example, the last thing you saw was this, need to pronounce this right, the Shap and Eden Valley, the Stainmore Shap and Eden Valley route from Steam Sound Supremes. That's not a Steam Workshop route. That's something that people who are up with TrainSim will know about. They'll have known that that's existed for quite a while. Most of you probably pre-ordered it if you own it, but these are the routes that I do this series for, because this could just languish away on the Steam Workshop. Because the Steam Workshop for TrainSim, God bless it, is very bad at singling out routes and all other files. Because it's a hodgepodge of routes and scenarios, and I have to really search. Anyone that does it has to really search to find the actual routes. And that's why I do this, so I can link you directly to it, so I can give these guys a proper shout out that Steam doesn't give them. I think there's always supposed to have been a lake here, But I think the water has, for whatever reason, failed. Don't know if it's just because I don't have the particular route that the water came from, which is quite possible. Because I am missing one or two of the required assets. I can't remember which ones it is. Probably a London to Brighton or London to Faversham or something like that. Some modern route. But either way, the thing is, the strength of this route, it hasn't diminished it. Hasn't diminished it in the slightest. I've not noticed. And that is a testament to the route builder, because it's just such a good route. I've been so amazed by what I can see that I haven't noticed what I can't see. And besides, even if I did, what I can't see is my own problem, so it's my own fault, so. But yeah, this is gorgeous. This will be the last video I record tonight, I think. I'm pretty sure it will be, but this is just so gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm very glad I saw it. Oh, excuse me. I'm very glad I found it. I'm very glad I got to share it with you guys, because this is one of the routes that should not be languishing, stuck in obscurity on the Steam Workshop. This is one that should be out there. If you own any narrow gauge routes, please add this one to your roster, because it's just, yeah, it's wonderful. Right, so here we are. Llynnoedd, or Lakeside. So I get to put some effort in. Llynnoedd. Again, I do apologise to any Welsh speakers. I know our pronunciations are very English. But I try my best. I do try. There we are. This is just stunning. I know that it's a shame that the water hasn't panned out the way that it should have done, mainly for the route developer, but because I don't mind. And we're going off up that way, then finishing around about there, I reckon. So there we go. Let's go. Go and see some more of this magnificent bastard. It really is stunning, this route. There's no other word for it. It's really, really stunning. God, it's just so gorgeous. It's not fair. It has no right to be this brilliant, this beautiful. No right whatsoever. Under a road bridge, lovely. Can't decide which whistle I prefer more. I think I prefer the two-tone because I suspect that just feels more correct for the Tallyclin and Festiniog railway locomotives. Last point, I still have to do the Welsh Highland Line. You will be seeing that at some point. That will be coming in 3 parts. That's basically going to be an entire weekend's worth of videos. Unless I get the time. No, I could probably do it in one thing. That'd be a heck of a video. I think it's about 3 hours, that route, isn't it? From from Port Maddock to Carnarvon. I think it is about 3 hours, that route, even with the Bear Garretts. That's got to be worth it, hasn't it? I could do a 3-hour video for you all. Or at least 2 1.5-hour videos, stop halfway or something. But yeah, that's definitely going to have to happen. There are some, like I said, there are other narrow gauge routes that I want to do as well. But yeah, this has been a really good route. This is something special. I know that I don't think I've had a single route that I haven't, excluding the Christmas and Halloween specials, because they were designed for a specific purpose. They were good for what they were, but they were designed for a specific purpose. But apart from those, I know that I haven't not recommended a single route. I've not enjoyed a single route. But this is up there. This has been a really special one, this route. Just occasionally you find them. This is really special. This is really special. I am genuinely upset. It's my fault that this lake isn't working. This part of the lake isn't working. But that's my fault. That's not the developer. It's not the route builder. They can't control the fact that I don't have every asset that you need. Sorry, that was my stomach. You might have heard that come through the microphone. My stomach's growling. I'll have some toast before I go to bed, I think. Like you guys needed to hear that. It was a valid piece of information that you guys desperately needed to hear. We're now on approach to Llewellyn's Cove. We're just under 2 miles away from Dravaldwyn, and the end of our adventure on this gorgeous bit of Welsh countryside. Computerised though it may be, this has been a stunning, stunning route. I need to remind myself of what it's actually called. The Dolbadarn? Dolbadarn. Oh look, fiddle yard. Oh, I like it. The Dolbadarn Lake Railway. Remember it, because it's stunning. Go and check it out in the description below. And if you don't, you might as well unsubscribe now. Because I will not want to talk to you. If this doesn't impress you, nothing will. And this is, bear in mind, this is missing assets. Like there's a few things here that would normally be there, but they aren't. Because of my stupidity and my laziness. But it's this has been a wonderful route. Still got 1.5 miles to go as we pull into Llewellyn's Cove. Sorry, Llewellyn's Cove. Pronounce it. At least, you know you won't pronounce it correctly, but at least put some effort in, humble. Another inner city, suburban, for want of a better word. Suburban bit of narrow gauge. Oh, it's just too good. It's just far too good. Far better than a... Well, no, because this is kind of a disservice, but you don't expect this for free on the Steam Workshop. This is not what you expect to get from the Steam Workshop. You expect to buy this. This is just lovely. Everything about this route is just stunning. As we pause briefly at Llewellyn's Cove, we are 6 minutes away from our final destination, give or take, at Dravaldwyn. But yeah, always have, if you use Tally stock, always have it facing to the right, not the left. Okay. Let's finish it off. So I can stop gushing and think about how badly I've done Sodor up to this point. Actually no, that's not fair on me. There have been updates to the Sodor scenery that you guys are going to see during this Festival of Steam. In fact, you may have already seen them. I don't know the full schedule for this Festival of Steam. That house, I believe, is from the Fort Willaim West Highland Line add-on, I think. I'm not sure, but I think it is. Ah, the water's come back. Wonder why it wasn't there for other parts. Either way, the water has come back now. So we are definitely on the side of a lake. Look at this, it's gorgeous. Genuinely far more gorgeous than it has any right to be. Wonderful. What an hour's worth of... well, 45 minutes of them. But what an hour's worth of route. Highly recommend, 5 stars. Check it out in the description below, go and get it. There's nothing more to say. It's just really well done. Really well done. 5 fucking stars. Just beautifully done. Right, we're under a mile away now, so you can probably see some aspect of that. That's where we're going. That hotel there is going to be where we're going, I reckon. Oh. It's far too good. Far too good. There I can see Dravaldwyn's on the thing now. Open my cylinder cocks a bit. Let some of that pesky condensed water out. Yeah, there it is, Dravaldwyn. One question I'd like to ask the developer, because I didn't read up, because I never read up. Why would you read up and prepare for a recorded video that people might want to ask questions about? Why would you do that? But yeah, I wonder what the original purpose of this route was. Was it one of those great little trains of rails that was designed specifically for passenger use and tourism, or was there a slate mine or a quarry or something at Dravaldwyn? Because obviously at the moment it's all caravan parks, etc. So I suspect that this has always been a tourist route. But if you ever happen to catch this route builder, please do let me know in the comments. In fact, this is one of the few route builders I might actually message on Steam to say, please do more, because this is gorgeous. If they don't work for one of the development companies that makes route add-ons for TrainSim, they absolutely should do. Yes, I can see we're going down to 10 because it's quite a tight curve. It's literally, this whole thing is it's clung to the shores of the lake, which is brilliant. I love it. Oh, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Love it. There is literally nothing more to say, it's just gorgeous. I'm very glad I found it. A true diamond in the rough, this route. Absolutely gorgeous. Nothing else to say to it. Gorgeous, stunning. Keep up the good work, make more, let me know. Comment directly on this video. Any route you make, I will play. I will drive, and it will be on this channel, and I will recommend it to high heaven. Here we go, Dravaldwyn. Dravaldwyn. And there's the Corris. There's some Corris assets. It's too good. It's far too good. Oh, excuse me, far too good. And what a way for me to end my session of recording this evening. And I'm not even joking, probably... I'm going to stick out good at probably the best scenic railway I've driven on TrainSim. I think gorgeous, stunning. So while Prince comes to a halt at Dravaldwyn Station, let's have a look at Dravaldwyn Village. And it's just yeah. Cannot recommend this route enough, guys. So please do check out in the description, because it's well worth it. Do go and check it out in the description below. Check out the other third-party stuff I've got in the description down below. Give this route developer a comment on the Steam page once you've downloaded, because it is gorgeous. This route, absolutely gorgeous. Wonderful. Yeah, like I said, check out the third-party stuff in the description down below. I should point out, neither the Steam Workshop developers nor the third-party people know who I am. I've had no contact with them. I'm not asked to advertise anything. If you are a route developer of either commercial or Steam Workshop and you want me to do it, please let me know. Get in contact. Leave a comment down below or contact me on humblegamer@live.com. But that's neither here nor there. But I'm not doing it for any endorsements at the moment. I'm just doing it because I want to do it, and this is the sort of stuff you find, and these people deserve their stuff being seen. So yes, so like I said, thank you ever so much for joining me on that, and thank you ever so much for making that route. It was gorgeous. Check out the links in the description below. Check out the annotation you're going to see on this next screen. I hope you're enjoying the Steam Summer Festival. I'm really enjoying it. It's really good to get a lot of TrainSim stuff out on the channel again. Thank you ever so much for watching, guys. I was me, and that was the Dolbadarn That was the gorgeous Dolbadarn Lake Light Railway. Check it's in the title. You know which route it is. It was that route on TrainSim 2020. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Goodbye.
Now, continuing our journey onwards via the power of combustion. Yes, on rails, on actual rails. I don't know. Please don't ask. Onward, steed! Metal steed, iron horse. It's technically a steam train, but never mind.